learn about the Pinar family history. Did everybody remember your name tags? Yay. Good. So this morning we're going to do a couple things. We're going to get to know each other, kind of get up and walk around a little bit, and do a couple games. We're going to watch a video about our ancestral village of Klimkowka, and then we're going to talk to each other and get to know each other more. That's fun, right? So a couple of reminders for everybody. One is in the back, if you haven't been back there already, there are some presentation boards about different branches of the family, and there are also on this back table right here under the restroom sign, there's some printed out family trees. So if you can take a minute, go back there and look at it. That's our official information. So if there's something wrong on there, take a pen and make it right. If there's something missing on there, take a pen and make it right. If you are not on there, you don't exist. So fix that. Also, related, if you have not already turned in your family tree form, this one, go ahead and do that. You can turn it in to Matt and Matt up at the registration table over there. And we're going to do a raffle later, and you can win a prize for turning that in. Okay, what else? Okay, if you have not had your headshot taken at the Polish flag in the back, Tiffany is back there with the camera. Go get your headshot, mugshot, whatever you want to call it, taken, and that is going to go in the official family tree so that we can have a picture associated with your name. So get that done. Koozies and pins are over here where Paul and Betty are. There's a little jar there, kind of honor system. Reminder too for this evening's dinner to, if you want to have any alcohol, bring that in with you. You can leave it over there at the bar and they will serve it to you when you're ready. What else? We have a map right here, a U.S. map. Aunt Betty, will you point at that map right there? Yes. Diana? The map. So there are some little push pins on the table right there. If everybody can go up, if you haven't done this already, you can put in where you live. And that way we know where we all came from. There's also, it's not up right now, but there is actually a map of Poland that is up here too that you can go over and look at. So I think those are all the reminders that I have for you this morning. We have a couple things that I wanted to do. The first,
Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Williamsport.
When we registered for this reunion with the Detroit Convention and Visitors Bureau, we wanted you all to see, they sent us a nice little certificate saying, in special recognition, the city of Detroit gratefully acknowledges and pays tribute to the first Pinar family reunion. May the spirit of Detroit serve as a lasting legacy to the unity and strength of families everywhere. So, very nice. And then the next little presentation, I'm just dropping stuff, just ignore it, is Steve. Where are you, Steve? Come up here.
Me?
So, Steven Schaeber, he doesn't know this is about to happen, by the way. This is a surprise.
Oh, Tiffany. Right here.
It's okay. You'll like it. It's a good surprise. So, Steve, we were able to get for you some birth records that you have been waiting for. I'm not kidding you. For about 10 years. And we have, these are his grandmother's birth records from Klimkowka. Yeah. And so we were able to get those and got them all printed out.
You know, the sad part about the genealogy is my grandmother died young, born 1877, I think it was, and she died in 1930. So I never got to meet get married. I'm not sure, I can't find records that they ever got married. But we called her the witch because she was so mean to his sibling, to his children. And my mother had no records. She wanted to destroy, as best we can tell, all the family records when they immigrated. I only have a few pictures of the actual family, one that's hanging up over there of the people. So trying to collect this information through Elizabeth, there was a contact between Martha and the Rachels and the Chanskas, all those people over there. They've been able to go back to the Rachel files that the diocese has. And I think she's a better Yiddish, there got to be Yiddish blood in her, because she was able to shoot them down in good price. So I really appreciate that very much. Thank you so much.
So, Matt, Josh, you guys are on. What we're going to do now is show a video that Betty has put together about our ancestral village of Klimkowka in Poland. It's a few minutes long, so just get another cup of coffee, get comfy in your chairs. We're going to set the screen up real quick and then get that going. It's about 25 minutes long. If you need and you haven't found them yet, the restrooms are back between the tables back there if you need it. So we'll get this going.
Well, what I want to tell you about this video is that the information was put together by one of our cousins from the MVI branch. Her name is Agnieszka. Agnieszka is a young woman married with 2 children. She teaches English. You'll hear my voice on this. She wrote a 6-page historical paper on Klimkowka for all of you for this reunion, and she sent pictures. I took her text and read it, made voice files, and I took her pictures. And so as you look at this, that is what you're seeing, what Cousin Agnieszka put together for you.
Sorry. 6.
Also, as you listen to the music, it is all traditional Polish music that the people in Poland is part of what they listen to there.
Klimkowka, a small picturesque village in the southeast of Poland. It lies in a valley between two hills in the Beskidzki, the Low Beskids, in the administrative district of Gmina Romanów, within Krosno County, Podkarpackie Województwo, or the Subcarpathian Voivodeship. It has a population of about 1,900. The beginning of Klimkowka dates back to the 14th century, the times of Casimir the Great, the King of Poland. In Polish, Kazimierz Wielki. The first settlers were of German origin, and the surnames that appear most often in Klimkowka, like Vins, Kiner, Ulnar, Janar, Rahel, Bagiel, Weiss, Zipza, Luka, Kiela, are of Germanic origin as well. There are two versions of the roots of the village's name. One of them, according to an oral tradition, explains that the name of the village comes from the word klekanie in Polish, meaning kneeling, and that is connected with the legend about finding the crucifix in the field. The other says that it comes from the name of the first settler, of Klimek. It is said that in 1436, the village was known as Klimkowa, Klimkowka, Klimkowa Wola, or Klimkowa, and later it was changed into Klimkowka. The settlement was established under the German law. It was destroyed several times by fires, invasions of foreign troops in the years 1474, 1624, 1655, and 1657. After one of these attacks, Parish Chronicle reported, among the octave of Corpus Christi, Tatars attacked and sacked the village, while the church and the priest house left alone. Wars with Sweden, the Deluge, 1655 to 1660. The Swedish invasions and occupations of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth took a deep toll. During these years, the Commonwealth lost approximately 1/3 of its population. The destruction of Poland in the Deluge was more extensive than the destruction of the country in World War II. Swedish invaders robbed the Commonwealth of its most important riches, and most were never returned. Swedish invaders completely destroyed 188 cities and towns, 81 castles, and 136 churches. The Swedes besieged the Jashnagura monastery and attempted to seize it. Within the monastery is the icon depicting the Mother of God with the Christ child that has been credited with many miracles over the centuries. It was through the intercession of the Black Madonna, as the icon is called, that the Swedish forces soon deteriorated and fled the monastery in fear. Another name for this icon is Our Lady of Częstochowa. During these battles, the Polish king Jan Kazimierz entrusted the Commonwealth to the Blessed Virgin Mary's protection and declared her the Queen of the Polish Crown, the title she holds today. During the wars with Sweden, Swedish troops occupied Klimkowka. To this day, the people from the nearby villages use the nickname Szwecja, or Sweden, for Klimkowka, and the residents are called Szwiedzi, or Swedes. Klimkowka was also destroyed by Carpathian highwaymen called Okryczki or Beskidniki. Until the 18th century, Klimkowka was owned by many squires: the Górajski family, the Siemiński family, the Bobola family, Józef Kanti Osoliński, and Anna Teresa Potocka. In 1793, Anna Teresa Potocka sold Klimkowka to the Ostraszewski family, members of the nobility, who owned Klimkowka until 1944. They were very important people in the village's history. They cared about the education of the peasants and the technological progress in agriculture and industry in the village. They had a manor house surrounded by a beautiful park and a country estate there. In 1944, on the basis of agricultural reform, Klimkowka was nationalized, and the estate became ruined. The manor house burned down in 1949. It was rebuilt in 1997 when the present inheritors regained the property. Now the building and its area is a complex of a hotel, a restaurant, a swimming pool, and other facilities. It's called the Dwór Ostroja. In the 19th century, the financial situation of the inhabitants of Klimkowka was very difficult. More and more farmers were not able to feed their families. Many men and women immigrated to earn money for living. Between 1880 and 1914, there were 135 people who left Klimkowka. 131 of them went to the United States. The immigrants were in close touch with their relatives in Klimkowka and helped them financially. It is said that thanks to the generosity of American immigrants, the building of the school was finished and a conservation of a parish church completed. During these times, the houses were wooden with a roof made of thatch or straw. Inside the cottage there were 5 rooms: a hall with a dirt floor where the cereal was threshed, one room with a stone and clay stove, a bedroom, a pantry, and a cowshed. The hall was in the center of the cottage, with the rooms on one side and the pantry and the cowshed on the other. One of such cottages from Klimkowka is placed in the Folk Architecture Museum in Sanów, the biggest open-air museum in Poland. Sanów is a town about 40 kilometers from Klimkowka. At the beginning of the 20th century, Klimkowka had 1,153 inhabitants, and about 300 of them were illiterate. However, the first years of the century were quite good for people in Klimkowka. The village became highly industrialized. The deposits of crude oil were discovered, and many people could find a job in a mine. In 1888, there were 12 oil wells. Apart from the mine, Klimkowka had a mill, a sawmill, a distillery, a a fertilizer factory, an activated coal factory, a fish breeding estate, and a cattle and horse farming that came into being thanks mainly to the resourcefulness of the Ostraszewski family. The village was also a center of folk masonry, so many roadside shrines also appeared. The economic revival was interrupted in 1914 due to World War I. Some men and boys were taken to the army and they had to fight in different regions of the world. In Klimkowka, there were also battles between Austrian, Russian, and German soldiers. Until the 6th of May, 1915, Klimkowka was under the Russian occupation. The invaders stayed at the parish house and in villagers' homes. Some parts of the village were ruined and life became hard again. There were many thefts of food and robberies at that time. During World War II, the village was the center of military conspiracy of the Home Army, or Armia Krajowa. Many people fought against Germans, and the German soldiers victimized the inhabitants. It was forbidden to organize any cultural and social events or do sport. Some inhabitants were displaced to Vuoka, and their houses were burned down. Due to the war actions, many of the old chronicles of Klimkowka and other important historical materials were destroyed. Was extended. However, the life of people was not easy. They had to rebuild their houses. Some of them were rebuilt using brick instead of wood as they had been. The buildings were placed on both sides of the main street that today is called Zdrojowa Street, or in Polish, ulica Zdrojowa. It is about 4 kilometers long. In the 1950s and 1960s, electricity and gas systems were installed in the village, and the village started to develop again. Most of the people cultivated the land, but among Klimkowka's inhabitants were many talented artists and sportsmen. There were many sculptors, embroiderers, actors, and singers known in the area. In the 1960s and 1970s, there were drama classes for young people, which were led by a parish organist. The organist wrote sketches and plays that were performed on stage during different ceremonies. During this time, Klimkowka was also famous for its successful skiers who took part in national and worldwide skiing competitions. Nowadays, most of the villagers do not run farms. There are only a few families that grow land and raise animals. The other people work in different workplaces in nearby towns. Some of the inhabitants, especially the young couples, went to the United Kingdom or other European countries to find a better life for themselves and their families. Apart from a few shops, supermarkets, a school, and some small firms or businesses, the village does not have any workplaces. The interior is an Art Nouveau polychrome dating back to 1906. Inside the church are items from a previous church on this spot. The high altar dates back to the early 1700s. Another valuable item is the painting called The Vision of St. John the Evangelist at Patmos, which is from 1529. The church was initially dedicated under the patronage of St. Michael the Archangel in 1453. Holy Cross Church in the nearby forest by a valley stream in Klimkowka. In the interior, made of wood, there is a needle-baroque altar with the miraculous crucifix of Jesus crucified from the 1300s. It is said that the church existed in 1349. It completely burnt down in 1610 because of candles. It was a miracle the crucifix survived. The present building was built in crucifix is said to have miraculous power of healing, as does the water from the nearby spring. Every year, there are many pilgrimages to this church, with a special indulgence given on May 3rd, the finding of the cross, and on September 14th, the raising of the Holy Cross.
So that was amazing, right? And Betty, where are you? Thank you. That was a ton of work, and I think it really showed, and I think we all learned a lot, right? Feel all connected to each other now? Yeah. So we're gonna, I don't even know if I need this back up here, but I would know. So while that's finishing up, back up here, what we wanted to do is while we're all here in the room, just kind of call out all the different branches of the Pinar family, and we can just kind of raise our hands so we can look around and see who's here representing each branch. We know that our name tags are color coded and everything, but this is just an additional way to do it. So, where are you? The Ursula branch. Where is she? Where's Susan?
She left.
Where's Susan? Okay, we're going to come back to the Ursula branch. Okay, the Stanislaw branch. Yay, look at this! Amazing, right? Yes! Ludwika. Over here. Agatha.
Yo!
Right there. Lawrence. Do we have anybody from the Lawrence branch here? Katie Squires, and they're not here yet, so we'll make them do this later. Ursula. Woohoo! Her name is not Ursula, her name is Susan. And lastly, the Dominic branch.
Whoa!
Okay, great. So I just wanted to do a quick call out for that. Make sure that you're putting your, pins about where you are. Meet somebody from a different branch. I'm assuming you all know the people from your own branch, so branch out, if you will. Yeah, I know. Okay, so next up, we're going to do fun stuff, right? We're going to get up, move around a little bit, right? We've all been sitting for a while. So, let's play some games. Yeah? Games are fun.
My name is Mike Bruce, and I've been attached to the Elizabeth for 48 years. I just wanted to say something about this video. It started out as a 6-page history and a few pictures from Agnieszka. But 90% of this video was composed by Elizabeth. I've been living with this reunion for 2 years. We spent several months putting this video together. Most of the Swedish invasion and all the war years and that were added by her. Most of the pictures were put together by her, and all of the music was put together. So it's a fantastic video, and it's all attributed to her.
So we're gonna get up, we're gonna play some games. If you don't want to, if you're like, games are dumb, that's fine. Just hang out where you are and watch everybody else playing games and entertain yourself that way. But I really encourage everyone to, let's get up out of our seats and just enjoy each other. So the first thing we're gonna do, in fact, I think we're gonna use the donut table as our kind of middle. So we can get up, and I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. The first game that we're doing, you actually don't have to say anything at all, okay? So it's really easy because you don't even have to talk, really. However, you do have to engage with each other. So what we're going to do is, everybody has a birthday. Everybody knows when their birthday is, right? So we are going to line up in birthday order, but without talking. Okay? I promise we can do this. So we're going to start right here. It's going to be January 1st. We're going to go around. table back there will be June 30th, and you come around here, and you're December 31st, January 1st. See what I'm saying? So this is the calendar right here, okay? We're going to line up according to your birthday without talking. Do use numbers, right? All right, you've got 30 seconds. Ooh, and Polish music in the background. Okay, you think you got it right? All right. We all lined up? We got it right? You think it's right? I hear not sure. Are we confident? We're confident. Okay. So we're going to start right here. When is your birthday? January 1st. You're the winner of this game right now. You had the easiest job ever. I told you exactly where to stand. Uncle Mike. January 14th. January 16th. 20th. January 30th.
Now, this year,
February 8th.
this year is our.
Like how you were standing right in front of each other. Yeah. Good.
And we have them back to
March 12th.
1736.
To March 20th.
This uncle
Yay.
called it St. Michal.
25th.
Two of his children.
April
One was
16th, Natalia.
John or Jan, and one was Joseph or Yusuf.
Okay.
March 20th. Oh, Natalia.
Lawrence is
Next up, I can't tell who's in front there, but March 29th.
Where you see the flags
April
are
8th.
the immigrant relatives.
Oh,
They are the
April
ones who
26th.
Okay.
May 16th.
I'm gonna take a
May
picture.
18th.
And
June 3rd, right here too.
I did
June 3rd.
extend.
I got it.
I did extend this one and
June
that one for
26th.
a reason. And
29.
those are our
July. Ooh, guys, that was 2 days ago.
I mean, you look at
July
the
27th.
younger, you know, some of the younger
July
ones.
8th.
I mean, we
She's
have
taking
older
pictures, so it's
ones,
okay.
but
Next up,
she's 25.
August 5th.
I don't know,
Yeah,
what
August
age got,
6th.
however, 35,
Yep.
I guess.
Peter.
I don't know, whatever, I have to.
August 21st, Adam.
Oh.
August 26th.
Magdalena.
Manon.
I put the,
September
I'm not
6th.
gonna worry about that.
25th.
Oh, they got married in 99. Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, so this is to give you a point of reference.
I feel like something's off there.
Her grandmother.
October 6th. Keep moving. Keep moving.
And so her uncle,
October 15th.
Leonard, who's the
Oh, there we go. All right.
because when she had said her birthday,
December 19th.
apparently he's still alive.
December 30th. Hey! We did that like 90% right, so give ourselves a hand. Yes!
I kept a card there for his birthday was today.
But her mother thinks he's
Oh, happy birthday! Hey! That's great! Yay! So, next up, Josh, can you go to that table right there?
the other one.
Their names are here.
Leonard, yeah, her
And
uncle
wherever the
Mary was
pencils are,
the
the pencils someplace. So you're all gonna get a little sheet of paper and a pencil, and while they're handing all this stuff out, I'm gonna tell you what
Or
we're
more
doing.
than one, okay.
Or
I think your grandma.
So this one you are gonna have to talk a little bit, but I promise it's not hard.
No.
We're gonna play bingo. Y'all know how to play bingo, right?
It's interesting,
But-
it's very diverse.
We're not gonna play bingo with numbers and letters. There's no B12 and none of that. We're gonna play family bingo. Family bingo. You're all gonna get a bingo card. That bingo card has on it things like it's part of the Lubita branch. It's part of the Dominic branch. I don't know what else is on there. Has a tattoo. Kind of the random things. So you're all gonna get a card and a pencil. And what you need to do is walk around and find people who have those things, and they will sign their name on your card in that
Well, her
space.
grandmother,
And your goal is to get bingo. Up, down, across,
she got septic
or up,
towards a
up,
park.
down, or diagonal. 5 in a row. You can only sign a card one time.
What would she say?
And, are y'all listening? You can only sign a card one time, and you cannot sign your own card.
It's not an SKR.
Yeah.
Okay? So you have to find 4 or 5 other people who have those things. You cannot sign your own card, and you can only sign somebody else's card in one
They didn't see
space.
my video.
That's true, there you go.
And go!
What you see on here is, I don't have any more information. I mean, you gave me a lot of names and addresses, and I put them in. I have these out here trying to see how much or how little I have at some points. And some of the cousins you found that there were errors up in here, like in spelling, George was there. So it would, at some point, you know, you can do one of two things. If you don't have the information, you can write on here if there's room.
Oh, you just want to write right on there?
Or actually, this is even better. And some people are finding this it's not as clear as I thought it would be. So I guess what you put here is marks. Because that's my best point about these other essays. And the husband or the father, the mother, the wife. And some people, they said that confuse them because they have aspirations. Well, this is a good not everyone is dying yet. Everything else is like I know. You know. So but sometimes, see, this is not maybe the best quote, but anyways, it can leave spaces. So this is the best. So I asked for someone to someone's trying to.
We have bingo? Bingo! Alright, hold up. Hold up where you are. Let's see if we got bingo, but we're gonna keep going. So, what do we got? We have
This is very interesting. Right, you've done your homework.
Debbie Pinar. Where are you? She is a grandparent. Stanislaw Branch. Notice 5 words in Polish. Agatha Branch and Lubita Branch. So, wait. Stay up here.
Story
For playing Family Bingo and winning Family Bingo first time around, you get a Polish mouse pad. Oh, really? Congratulations. All right, so, do you like this game? Do you want to keep going? Do we like this? Play for funsies. Just go. Do it if you want to. You ain't got you want to. If you fill up your entire bingo card, I will give you a Polish mouse pad. If you fill up the entire card, you'll get a mouse pad.
So out of that, this
Yes, if you fill in your entire card, I'll give you a mouse pad.
Yeah, that was it. No, never mind. She must have been
Well, I see yours, right?
Yeah, I know, this is mine, but
Yeah.
you have
You know what, actually, you should have noticed.
I was, that's one.
Anyone close to getting their entire board?
Sorry.
Fine. Here's a movie that we saw.
Yes, I
He had Betty's home, so he's like literally come out. Yeah. So he recorded it. And then, you know,
I am available to sign cards as well.
The immigrant.
oh.
So you are the fourth generation advocate.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, let's make sure and you're the spouse. So Lawrence was L, Virginia was L. One, your dad is L. Well, we have to ask cousin Steve. He's the one who advised that. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so Steve is okay.
So it starts with him.
I mean, you
Yeah.
know, went over these things, so just to make sure everything's right. You know. I sign. What do I
Oh, okay. Good guy.
How's it going? Is everybody close? Are you so into it that you can't hear me?
Okay, so you can sign my you know, I do too, but what they should mix them up on the